In this video, you're going to see how to build profitable e-commerce offers that scale on cold traffic, and yes, specifically cold traffic, and I'm going to explain why later in the video, so keep watching for that. But let's first speak a little bit about offers in general. Offers are one of the main pillars of the e-commerce game, or really any venture that you want to be profitable at. It makes scaling much easier, having a great offer. It makes also much easier to crack and scale on paid acquisition with paid ads, and that's obviously the case for e-commerce brands. For all of the brands we work with at my agency, all of the e-commerce clients we have, the offers split tests are one of the main types of tests we run for all of our clients. They are the most profitable ones and the ones that performs the best for across the board for all of them. So having a great offer in place is a non-negotiable. It's something you need to have a system in place for, to continuously test and refine your offering to your prospects, to your traffic. So we are going to see in this video how you can build those great e-commerce offers and the system you can follow to do that, specifically for cold traffic. So the first thing that comes to mind when talking about offers is profitability. And profitability is obviously not just for e-commerce brands, it's for every single business out there. Every single business out there wants to be as profitable as possible, and offers and leveraging good offers can help us obviously do that and increase our profitability and profit margins. But specifically for e-commerce brands, these are two things you can kind of impact to increase your profitability. The first one is AOV. If you make every single conversion higher in value, if you make every single conversion more valuable, keeping all of the other metrics the same, then you've directly impacted your profitability. You've directly made the brand more profitable because now every single conversion is more valuable with the same cost. Or the other thing you can do is lower your CPAs. If every single other metric stays the same and your acquisition cost goes down, then you're automatically more profitable, because to acquire every single conversion now it costs you less. We need to have a few points in mind before we decide if it's easier to increase AOV or easier to lower CPAs for e-commerce brands. Starting from CPAs, the first thing we need to consider is that we are not fully in control. And if you've been spending on paid ad platforms over the last few years, you know this. Usually the trend over time, over the years, is that CPMs go up, CPCs go up. So the cost of acquisition of customers and conversions goes up. So we are not fully in control in this case. But also the other thing is that every week, every month, every year, more and more competitors, more and more brands are pouring in and starting to spend money on these platforms. And the placements are the same. So there's just like the demand gets higher and higher and higher. And obviously these ad platforms are businesses themselves, and they also care about profit. So that means that CPAs go up, and the trend is that they go up over time. And the second thing we need to mention for CPAs is that you can kind of impact it with obviously better creatives, better ad copy, better ads in general, and obviously having a creative testing system in place, here in place that can help you reduce your CPAs over time, or keep them at the same level. If you build better creatives, better ad copy, and all of those things, you can kind of impact your CPA. But we know we're not fully in control, and we know CPAs are determined or depend on the situation of on the ad platforms themselves. So we can ideally lower CPAs doing all of those things, but we're not fully in control in this case. So that's where AOV comes in. And the first thing we need to mention about AOV is that here we are actually in full control. We are in full control because you can fully control how you sell your product, the perceived value of your product. You can fully control the price of your product with how many products you sell it, how you bundle it, how, if you cross sell, if you upsell, if you do all of these things, you are fully in control of your AOV. You can increase your AOV with a methodical testing system. You can directly impact how large your average order value is just by making sure you have a better offer in place. So already the fact that we are in full control of our AOV makes increasing AOV a much better option, and a much easier option, a much more impactful option, and also the way we think about our brand and the way we think about scaling. Thinking about increasing AOV is a much more long-term worthy option, because it allows you, it's 2-in-1. It allows you first obviously to increase your profitability and combat the fact that you're not fully in control of your CPA, and over time the trend is that CPAs go up. So at first it allows you to control that, but then second, it gives you the opportunity to think in better terms. So think in terms of better offers, better perceived value, how you can offer more to your customers, to your audience, and increase the value of what they get in return of spending more for your product, spending more for your brand, and doing all of those sort of things. So thinking about AOV and choosing the increase the AOV option is the option that's more long-term worthy, not just for your CPAs and for your profitability, but in general. So now that we know that increasing AOV is the better play, not just for profitability, but for actual long-term thinking for the brand, how we can grow the brand, how we can scale the brand, how do we actually do it? How do we increase the AOV here? So the play and the name of the game for increasing AOV is bundles. So you need to be able to sell bundles, but there are a lot of flawed thinking around bundles. A lot of brands think that selling bundles is just a matter of putting some products together and just offering them to the customer. But the main thing here is not the actual products themselves, or at least not the content of the bundle itself, but the positioning of the bundle. You need to remember this word very well because it's super important, not just in this case for offers, but in general for your marketing and for how you put your products up, how you position your products on the market then in respect to your competition. Positioning is super important here. Now, what do I mean by positioning? Positioning is the selling angle and the messaging you use to sell the bundle. And these two things, so the selling angle you actually use to market the bundle, needs to bring the customers closer to fulfilling a specific desire. So they need to believe that your bundle, the combination of products that you're putting in front of them, every single one of those products is multiple keys that together will bring the customers closer to their desires, to their goals, to whatever is the selling angle you're using to market the bundle. And if you're able to achieve this, you're able to increase by 10x, 100x the perceived value of your offer, of your bundle, to make it so valuable that the price in comparison for that, even if it's higher because we are going for high AOV offers here in general with bundles, it justifies getting all of these products together, all of this combination of products together to reach our deep desire, our deep goal that we deep down so much want from the purchase we are making. And you need to justify that with the positioning here. So I have a few examples of this here that I want to showcase from Viome, from Bonafide, and from Curry. And as you can see, none of these brands are using the word bundle, because the word bundle just portrays in your mind or is positioned that a grouping of product at different products put together for a higher price. That's not what you want to go for. You want to go for a system, or in this case, how Viome is doing it, a solution that's going to fulfill your desire and bring you closer to your goal, or closer to whatever it is that you want to achieve, or you want to solve, or you want to get out of the purchase you're making. So in this case, for example, they're marketing their full body health bundle. So in this case, as you can see, this is a bundle. This is like the actual definition is a bundle. They're giving you a full body test, they're giving you a precision supplement, they're giving you gut formula, toothpaste and gel. As you can see, these are products grouped together, but they're marketing it, they're positioning it as a full solution. That's why it's more effective. That's why it's positioned better. That's why it sells more, because customers, when they purchase this, they get the value and they get the power of each one of these playing together and doing achieving each one their goal singularly, and the effect together is amplified. And for the price you get it, it's much more worth than just getting every single one of these by themselves, because each one, their effect multiplied by the other, makes the value of the bundle worth it to pay for. That's how you actually think about high AOV offers, and you think about bundle offers. The other example I want to show here is an example I actually already shown on my channel. I've broke down the Bonafide funnel from start to finish in another video here on my YouTube channel. I'll leave in the top right card here on YouTube if you want to go look at that. But for example, here they're marketing their supplements as systems. They have a section for bundles together, and here they're even taking this a step forward on their collection page. As you can see, they have combinations of their singular product, and they have a description of how these play together to get the customer closer to solving a problem in this case, or solving a pain. That's why they're selling their supplements in this case. So for example, here Their hot flash plus extra dryness system. So they sell it as a system, as something that coupled together, the effect of each product coupled with the other is going to solve your problem more efficiently and better. And they're charging a premium price for that and showcasing that the actual value you get from purchasing the bundle and not each product separately is higher. So the perceived value is higher and you're getting a better offer for your money. And then a more kind of fun example from Curry here, the pit kit. So instead of selling the deodorant, the body spray, and the detox mask, everyone by themselves and getting customers to actually search through and get these products every single one by itself, they're selling you the kit together, the pit kit, even also giving bundles like fun names and kind of clever names like this works extremely well also for cold traffic, and it makes it memorable. It makes the bundle even worth more and the perceived value higher. So these are the examples I want to show here, because it's not just enough to sell just products together and put them together and then just charge a price for each one of those together. It makes more sense and it just increases your AOV much more. It works much better to have actual systems, actual kind of groupings that make sense, that offer more value when each of the products in the bundle you're selling actually plays and works well with each other, and they provide a better value and they bring the customer closer to fulfilling their desire together. Now, the last thing I want to mention here is how are you going to test these bundles and these offers when you come up with them on cold traffic. Remember, I mentioned cold traffic at the beginning because we all know that the brand that's able to afford to outspend its competition for paid acquisition is the brand that's going to win. So you need to test these offers and these things with cold traffic, and the best approach I found for that is using sales LPs, sales lenders. I like to call them sales lenders because they're specifically focused on selling a specific offer or a bundle or a limited time thing that you have for your brand. They have a full tutorial on how to build eCom sales lenders on my YouTube channel. It's a 30-minute video of me going from getting data to building the angles to writing the copy to designing the page on Figma. So you can go look at that. I'll leave it in the top right card here on YouTube. And so you can use sales lenders to test out your offers against cold traffic. And you can also have the same template and change them out with different angles, different positioning, different messaging, different offers themselves to test out and see what performs the best. So for testing your offers in your bundles, definitely use sales lenders and go watch my tutorial to know how to build